Well, it's time for a vlog again. You might remember, dear Patreon people, that I was like, yeah, I'll probably vlog like once a week. Turns out quarantine life isn't all that fascinating. So it's been a month-ish and change, and that's okay. Things are exactly the same, which in some weird part of the world means that I'm doing my best to stay healthy and away from people. I hope you all are at home if you can be. If you can't, stay 6 feet away from people because you never know. So with that time, I have done two things. I planted an herb garden, and I have built what I actually think is, for me, a fairly respectable recording studio in my trailer for home use. It is as good as I can get it for knowing what I know, which isn't a whole lot. Spent a lot of time in studios, and I've been proud looking back. You can spend hours and hours and hours in studios, and for the most part, working with Dan or Mark, I have paid attention. Not to all the nitty gritty, because that is part of the perk of having a producer, is they handle all the things that are complicated. But I've watched enough and seen them work in their respective recording programs that I sort of get what's going on. Also, my friend Noelle Hampton, way back, I don't know, January, December, I can't remember, but I went over to her house, and she gave me a Logic Pro tutorial, which is the Mac recording software that a lot of studios use. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting Logic, and I bought Logic, and I didn't do anything in Logic because I was busy and we had things to do. And then suddenly, as things locked down, it became more obvious that there is some time to work on some things. So I've spent some time working on things. So I'll show you around. I'll show you what I've got and what I'm doing. And it's been slow on the song releases this month because I've basically spent all month figuring out how to use this and then working on this one song. Welcome. We're in Logic Pro. Picked out the basic bar band basic drum set. Pardon the mess, but this is it. So you may have seen from the trailer vlog, there was a different table here. It was high up, it was round, it could fit nothing useful. Gave the table to Shawnee, and I Amazoned this like $70 desk. Its only requirement is that it holds stuff. It is doing that. This chair is the coolest chair I've ever owned, and I assembled it myself. So, I've had this MIDI keyboard for years and never used it. Now is the time. Laptop. I just picked up these speakers, Noelle Hampton and Andre Moran, the Bell Sounds. Noelle has been doing some amazing at-home production. Go listen to their new singles. A bunch of that was recorded at home with Noelle doing all of it. But they got new speakers, and they are so awesome. They texted and said, do you want the old ones? And I said, of course I do. And right on top is my Jaguar whistle from the pyramid at Teotihuacan in Mexico for good luck. This is an interface where all this stuff gets plugged into that and then goes into the computer. And that's it. That's all you need. So we've been working on a track. that lights a spark. Desperate flare of sandy French horns, pushing air out to the ether that lights a spark. Desperate flare of sandy get on the oh my head. So many YouTube tutorials.
That's great. We've gotten rid of some useless frequencies.
Traced your empty outline, made demands. So I got this track as far as I could, which I am pretty proud to say is kind of far. And I sent it over to Noelle, who shall forever now be known as my recording guru angel. And she, vocals are hard when you're new. And so she said, hey, come over. We'll do a socially distanced recording tutorial. And I did my vocals over there and she showed me how. I wore a mask. She was in another room. It was weird. The hardest part is she was showing me things on her screen and I just had to squint real hard to see because I couldn't get all up in her business to see. But it was awesome. And so she sent me home with these vocals. Noelle encouraged me to finish this sucker all the way and put it out into the real world. So y'all get it first, of course, and this is a non-mastered, and I'm gonna push this to you guys now so you can hear it, but I'm gonna keep mixing it to get it really good, and then send it somewhere to master, and then maybe put it out this summer, because why not? That happened. I began this month not really thinking I could make a scratch demo, let alone do something like this. So thanks, patrons o' mine. You gave me the impetus and purpose to get this sucker done. So I hope you like Oh My Heart. Oh my heart, it is weak just like my coffee, battle scarred, fighting every war by proxy. It is cruel, it's construction paper torn in grade school glue.